All right, let's bring in former Trump campaign advisor Roger Stone, another man with a story. It's good to see you, sir. Your story different than that of Peter Navarro. You were caught up in the Mueller probe. Dozens of FBI agents, a pre-dawn raid 2019, busting through your front door, guns drawn, combat gear, night vision equipment, arrested for 7 counts of witness tampering, obstruction, false statements about interactions related to WikiLeaks and the release of those very famous Clinton emails. CNN was tipped off to your raid. They were on the scene waiting for the raid to happen. They knew about it before your own attorney did. Doesn't that tell you everything?
Yeah, pretty extraordinary. What most people don't know is that 1 year after my pardon, when a federal judge ordered the Department of Justice to release Robert Mueller's long secret redacted report, he admitted that he had found, quote, no factual evidence against Roger Stone regarding WikiLeaks collaboration, Russian collusion, or the phishing and publication of John Podesta's emails. So I was essentially framed and subjected to this 6 a.m. raid. They actually spoke to my lawyers. My lawyer spoke to the special counsel's office the day before. Had they simply told me that I was going to be charged, no matter how outrageous the charge, I would have turned myself in. It cost taxpayers $1.1 million to conduct this raid, which was all done for the benefit of CNN. So I was arrested, Rob, at 6:06. At 6:11, a producer at CNN texted a copy of my indictment to one of my attorneys, but that indictment was sealed until 9:30 that morning when it was unsealed by a magistrate. This copy of my indictment had no court markings or court stampings or timestamp, but if you looked at the metadata tags, it did have the initials of the author, Andrew Weissman. The leak of an arrest or search warrant is a felony. We have a 2-tier justice system in this country.
Were you shocked to see what government is capable of? I mean, they say that any power can corrupt, right, and will corrupt. It's shocking to hear these stories. Did it surprise you?
Well, not in the end. It did not. In the beginning, I didn't understand it because I knew there was no Russian collusion, and I also know that no misstatement I made to Congress was material. In other words, there was nothing to lie about or to cover up. The government withheld evidence from us at trial. Mark Elias successfully argued with the judge that we shouldn't be allowed to see the CrowdStrike report, which would have proved that the whole underlying premise of my indictment was false. There was never any online hack of the Democratic National Committee by Russian intelligence or anyone else. Reminds me very much of what they're doing now to President Trump by withholding the affidavit and telling you, well, it's national security, we can't tell you what's in there. They tried that with the Mueller report for 2 years. It didn't work.
It's just, I mean, those affidavits are where they can get the dirtiest. And of course, that's the one thing that they don't want you to see. That's how they get what they need from these judges. That's the sworn things that they tend to lie about, that we see in case after case. We drew it all out last night. Real quick, do you think the DOJ is going to indict Donald Trump?
I do. I think that the Democrats are so frantic that they will fabricate some crime. It could be in connection with January 6th. It could be in connection to these documents. They just don't want to face him at the polls again because they fear that they will lose. Between gas prices, food shortages, inflation killing the average family, a disastrous foreign policy, the Trump presidency looks pretty damn good right now, and they know it. They don't want to face Donald Trump at the polls.
It's very simple. Roger Stone, thank you for the time. We appreciate it.
Great to be here.
Let's bring in constitutional scholar Amir Beno now. Amir, good to have you on. Manafort, Stone, Navarro, we just heard 3 stories. Any of these cases, is there any way to warrant the FBI's behavior?
Look, the FBI is going to claim that it's warranted in all of them, but it is overkill. I mean, the Fourth Amendment protects your right to reasonable searches and seizures, not unreasonable, unless they can demonstrate a reason for having to do a raid like this. And we haven't seen any evidence that any of this was warranted, then it should be presumptively unreasonable. But keep in mind, these are just 3 episodes. It happened as well to Rudy Giuliani and Victoria Tensing, raided their law offices, took material that was privileged. And it's not just the Republicans. Look at Henry Cuellar down in the 28th District in Texas. That's a Democrat, but a conservative Democrat who's been very critical of Biden. And they raided him as well. So anybody who happens to cross the Democrats finds themselves in the crosshairs of the FBI and the Department of Justice, while those friends of the DOJ, Hunter Biden, get essentially a free pass.
Yeah, and so many others. I mean, it just, when you take a look at the behavior for the same crimes, just so we were talking about with Navarro, it's like, you had Eric Holder do the same thing. Nothing happens. Navarro does it, they explode. I mean, it's so black and white. If you're paying attention, it is so black and white, it's so easy to see. Amir, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, do you consider the FBI raid on President Trump an abuse of power? That's the big question. Text RAID to 39747. Wait for the prompts. We want to hear what you have to say about that. Was it an abuse of power?